today. Our first contribution from the panel will be from the Member of Parliament from Slough, Tanmanjeet Singh Dhesi, who, as I said earlier, was very kind enough to accept our invitation at the 11th hour. So, Tan, over to you.
Thank you very much, Wasim, and thank you also to Professor Nazir Shaul for your kind invitation. As a student of history, as somebody whose MPhil was in South Asian history and its connections with Britain, I think I'm aware more than most about what actually happened historically within the South Asian subcontinent, as well as some of the roots to the issues that we are currently facing. But for me, if we look at what Kashmir was and what it has now become, it was widely recognized by many as being a paradise on earth, as an area with such beauty, with splendor, that rich in arts, in culture. But unfortunately, after the events of the 40s and thereafter, it has now descended into one of the most volatile areas on earth. And I think that it's important that all of us work collectively to ensure that we have peace and prosperity for all. In terms of Labour's own role, I think that you can rest assured, if Labour is not standing up for the downtrodden, then nobody will be, because that is the mantra for our party. That is what we are famed for within the Labour movement, for having done for over a century now, and that is what we will continue to do. So you can rest assured of that. And I know that just as the Member of European Parliament for East England, Alex Mayer, will no doubt be doing with her colleagues in the European Parliament, within the British Parliament, with colleagues such as Shabana Mahmood and Khalid Mahmood, and also I can see Dr. Paul Williams from Stockton, we are part of the all-party parliamentary group on Kashmir. We meet regularly, we have had evidence sessions, we collate information from all the various parties to try to ensure that we can chart a way forward. And that's something, as a vice chair of the all-party parliamentary group on Kashmir, I'm also having regular conversations with my own constituent, the esteemed Professor Nazir Shaul, and I know that actually, in terms of Professor Shaul, as Councillor Wasim Zafar earlier pointed out, the extent to which he's involved and the immense interest I think is exemplified by the fact that even after the passing away of his mother just a short while ago, he is here with us. And I think he is a credit to the movement, and he's a credit to ensuring that there is peace and prosperity for Kashmiris going forward. But we believe that it is our responsibility within the British Parliament to ensure that we try to bring all sides to the negotiating table, and that includes both the governments of India and Pakistan. And as has been rightly pointed out, there can be no resolution, there can be no way forward without the Kashmiris themselves being a part of that process. So I think that you can take as given, and I want to. I've got to leave shortly as well, and that's why I'm very, very thankful to my good friend for allowing me to speak first. And my apologies that I will not be able to stay for the full length of the talk. And thank you, Wasim, also for allowing me to speak before my senior colleagues as well, and my good friends. But the very, very best wishes to the South Asia Centre for Peace and Human Rights. And in me, you've definitely got a friend in trying to ensure that we have peace and prosperity for everybody, not just the constant conflict that we are faced with today. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your